What's up guys, Sam with BallardPhotoVideo.com bringing you a top 10 list of location shootings and tips on how to set up for YouTube videos. Stay tuned. Are you shooting outside? Make sure you find your light. Figure out where your light source is coming from. Once you've figured out your light source, figure out what the setting you want to have is. Do you want to have trees in the background? Or do you want to have some kind of a building in the background? If it's really windy outside, make sure you have some kind of a microphone. Say for example, a tie mic or a shotgun mic if your camera allows it. Most of all, make sure when you're framing your shot, you're not too close. If you're shooting in some kind of a closed space, make sure you have enough room for all of your equipment that you need. Lighting is probably one of the most important things when you're shooting inside. Outside, not so much. You don't have to worry about it. You've got a natural light called the sun. But inside, you're going to need something. So for example, I have this set of cowboy lights. A nice, cheap, affordable option that anybody can really afford. They're about 60 bucks. And you get a full set. You're going to want some kind of a background too. I mean, come on. You don't want to stare at a white wall all the time, right? And go online. Find you a good background that you like and go ahead and set it up. It only takes about a couple minutes. You can always put it up with tape and make it really easy for yourself. Don't overcomplicate it. Indoor audio is something that a lot of people don't really think about. My recommendation is to get some kind of a mic. If you want, you can just get a tie mic like we have right here. But most importantly, regardless of which audio settings that you actually want to use, you need to decide whether you're going to be recording straight to your camera, like most people want to do, or if you want to get some kind of an external audio source. If you're going to record some kind of audio to an external source, you're going to have to decide what kind of an actual recording system you want to set up. So for example, the Tascam 60D that we have right here is an excellent setup to be able to record into it. What's even cooler is the fact that you can actually record straight from that microphone that you saw in the other room directly to this. So you don't have to worry about going out and buying any kind of expensive adapters or extra equipment after that. Another important thing to note is how are you actually going to get the audio files and your video files to your computer. With any kind of off-camera audio setup, you're going to need some way to actually offload it. Well, with this Tascam unit, you can actually plug it directly into your computer via a USB adapter, which just so happens to also fit into my video camera as well, so I don't even have to change that out when I'm putting it into the computer. What's awesome about that is it makes it super simple to actually load all of my stuff onto my computer and actually go into my workspace. The next thing that you actually need to figure out is what kind of a computer that you're actually going to be using, and you need to decide on how much space you're going to need on your computer for your video storage. That it takes a lot of space up on your computer, so you need to figure out how you're going to store all of your files. To keep things simple, I just have a simple off-computer WD hard drive that connects directly to my computer system. This way I can actually store all of my files off my computer so I don't have to fill it up. I've just gotten shy of 100 gigs of photo and video just from the last couple of weeks alone. So it's very easy to fill up any kind of computer, especially if you're only working with about a terabyte of memory. A monitor is almost as important as what kind of computer you decide to get. Honestly, you don't have to go out and get the most expensive monitor out there available, but I would highly recommend investing a little bit in your monitor. Make sure you have some decent audio outputs. I personally have a 5-channel stereo system that we have set up. That way I can actually hear what kind of audio is going to be coming out of my videos somewhat closer than if I had gotten, for example, a 2-channel on desk. And this way it also lets me enjoy some of the videos that I have created and some of the videos that you guys create as well on YouTube. If you're planning on doing any kind of on-site recording while you're going around for your videos, I would highly recommend figuring out what kind of setup that you actually need to bring with you. The lighter the better, honestly. If you can bring even just your camera and some kind of a tie mic like I have right here, then you're going to be a lot more comfortable for the long run. And finally, content. You need to think about what you're going to talk about before you dive into your video. Now, you need to talk from your heart too. I'm not saying that you need to go out and write up a script for what you're going to say, but I do think that you need to at least think through the order in which you're going to go through all of your different content, and you need to think about how you're going to say everything so that you can express it in the most accurate way possible. But in the end, the most important thing to remember is to just try and enjoy yourself. I will be making another video next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to leave them below. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you thumb up and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time.